Ah, now what a nice, refreshing way to start off the brand new month of March, guys. Well, technically, we're not on the first day anymore. We're actually on the second day, and it's almost the third day. It's 10:09 p.m. Anyways, might as well get this video started right now. Off the rock and spring roll. Because literally, spring's going to be here in like the next less than 3 weeks from now. Anyways, hello guys, this is me, Christian, again. And so, as we recap from the intro, today's March 2nd. Today's the second day of March of 2026, guys. It's brilliant. I was wanting to go outside today, guys, to capture the video, but no. We weren't going to do that today. It was a nice, beautiful, sunny day. Now that was captivating. Well, that was nice. That was a nice, great day to get vitamin D, right? Except as long as we're still in winter, unfortunately, these blows of the cold blast of the Arctic temperatures, the cold Arctic temperatures aren't going to fully go away easily. And although for almost a full month, we kept getting close to very warm temperatures, we've had reaching anywhere between about -5 to about 2 or even 3 degrees, guys. And that was carrying through all the way through mid-February, like Valentine's Day, and even the end of February, like the 28th of February. It was still nice. It was like, what? I forget now. What was it, like 3 during that day? Well, yesterday for sure was definitely nice. We got like, what, 2 degrees on March 1st? And then suddenly, oops, a hiccup. We got a quick cold Arctic blast that hit us again. Want to know what the lowest was today? Well, highest during today was none other than the -11. But literally felt like -19. It was horrible today, but a beautiful sunny day though. Still nice for vitamin D. And I did still get out there without the being off screen and all. I did still end up being out there for about at least 15-20 minutes. That's about it. That's about the total daylight I got throughout today. Alright. Oh, and guys, you would like to basically think just because because of the recent snowstorm we've had in the past February, and at least it wasn't a snow squall that was carried through into today. There could be still more attending throughout next week. But no, just because, yeah, of all that over 20 something centimeters of snow we still got left out there, doesn't mean it's all gonna stay until like April. Yeah, you would like to think it will last until mid March, late March, or even early April. That'd be the case, right? No, you thought wrong. It was more than what I could have thought to myself. There's a lot more than anybody might have been anticipating for. Nope, because like usual, if we did call for an early spring, it's so gonna meant to happen, and I can't wait for the beautiful early spring to even so begin, guys. Like, but because it's not gonna be too quick to approach towards that yet, that means as of today should be the official last day on March the 2nd this year, right, guys? I don't know what it could have been like last year or the other years before that, guys, of when they started, like, on the last Arctic zip cold zone. But let me tell you for sure, let me say first for sure, today is the last very, very bizarre cold Arctic blast. At least for me, anyways, guys. Then afterwards, The rest is expecting to warm up finally. Finally, we're going to get there. But for now, we're still probably going to deal with between like -1 to like 3, maybe 5 degrees. Which means about next week for me, and probably for most of you guys around your country. Most countries are going to be still dealing with snow. If you guys have like a huge amount of snow, it's probably going to last you like at least another 1 or 2 more weeks. If it lasts 2 weeks for me, for some countries it may last about 3 or even a month, like 3 weeks or a full month, right? But yeah, probably like between March 8th, March 9th, and March 10th, it will probably still be at least snow, but at least it won't be Arctic zone freezing bad cold outside anymore. No, that's bound to tone down eventually, guys. Oh, and by the way, if any of you guys are mainly new to the channels or if had your accounts for a while, mainly consider liking and subscribing to my channel if you guys want, as usual. And so yeah, figured I had to get that out of the way. Sparking some curiosity, yeah. Also, I so can't believe this is the official time again to mention this. Yeah, well, for tonight in most zones, so, well, not really tonight, early morning more so. So, coming tomorrow, March 3rd, if anybody's even interested in this part, yeah, there is the blood moon that's expected to happen. For my area, it'll be around 3:44 or 4:44 a.m. I don't exactly know. Yeah, mine's more eastern. Yeah, on the east side of things. Okay. But yeah. Well, I got back into my feeder project club thing. And let me tell you, we did some recapping on my script, and it was mostly nice. Most of which I kept. Some things we had to re edit a little bit. Because it was like 1 or 2 parts. But now it's a full time show, so you know how stuff is. If the script is, you gotta know when the script gets old. If it's not like, if it's not accurate to be true anymore, you gotta flip the script a little bit. Otherwise, you're basically putting false claim recitals through, and that's not cool. And then there's like some random funny skit show called Whose Line Is It Anyways? Yeah, we're kind of focusing on that part. And if I'm going to be honest with you, it's not the same as what I be doing with you guys, not entirely. I'm good at making jokes, yes. Am I also good with coming up with random creativity? What? Am I good with coming up with words to say what, like any words that comes into mind? Am I good with intentionally bringing that up most times before I even start the video? A lot of times, yes. And I mostly and what I'm even thinking right now, yeah, I'm good at that stuff most times. But when it comes to the whole improvising thing, improv or whatever, just randomly saying a silly or stupid thing, rational, stupid decision behavior, kind of whatever, right? That is kind of one of my weaknesses, but I'm not going to give up so easily. I'm going to want to work on it harder. Yeah, challenge partly accepted, I guess. Yeah. So now back to the whole snowy chaos. Yes, it's gonna all time go away eventually over time because we are expected in my area to get a bunch more yes, and I'm covering the topic weather related again as usual. I would be normally outside doing this tour thing, and I don't exactly know when, probably in a few days from now, and I say a few days, I'll probably do another me talking to you guys out there, and I'll probably have a few more things to bring up, or maybe some repeated cycles, I don't know yet. But yes, I should have another outside tour eventually coming up, but it might be more closer to when the snow may eventually finally melt. That all depends on the temperatures. If we do end up getting like 5 degrees, it's gonna slowly melt it. 8 degrees, a lot better. And I did see that like coming next week. Yeah, like 3, 5 degrees this week. And then like between 8 degrees, 10 degrees, 11 degrees, 12 degrees, and even, yes. Well, I mean, I seen 15 degrees earlier, but now it's claiming 14 for next Wednesday for me. 14 positive degrees! Yeah, that's going to definitely melt it almost instantly right there, guys. That'll be great. Yeah, there's for the definition of calling it a truly an early spring when it's going to start to look like it. Like all the snow is going to actually melt, and as long as we don't have any more upcoming snow, it might be still expected this week, but in the next 2 or 3 weeks from now, let the actual snow be over. And I mean over from this point on out. The green grass will start to fill in, and shortly followed by that afterwards, give or take 3 weeks to about a full month, being April from now, our typical April Fools and Autism Awareness or Acceptance Month, whatever, I forget what it's called. But yeah, that whole month I know definitely for sure is coming up after the 1st of April, and it's going to go from the 2nd of April to the 30th of April. It usually happens every single year, and I'm very excited for that because, knowing myself, I have autism here. It's funky great! Yeah, boy. Yeah. Well, okay then. There's not too much time for me left to kill here. It's 10:21 p.m. for me, so I'm pretty much going to end the video, guys, soon enough. Covering quite a bit of topics. Yeah, green grass is going to happen. The flowers are going to grow, blooming nice again, followed by our vegetable garden. Well, my vegetable garden in my backyard is all going to start again. It's going to be so fantastic. Darker green for all, and for definitely the trees and bushes too. But it can't just be the sun that helps promote. Yeah, like it will help nourish the plantain to start like rapidly faster. It needs a lot of sun, like the vitamin D, just like we human beings need the vitamin D. Also, water within us. And speaking of water, haven't we been have we been getting rain at all throughout this February? If the answer was nope, that was expected to be right. Because it didn't happen for me, and I'm not sure if it happened for you guys too. You might have gotten a tiny bit of rain, but it hasn't been really coming along. Not this year, anyways. Like, not within the 1 month. Like, January was a bit of rain, but February, nope, because as soon as it hits below 0 degrees, that's where your frozen temperatures start. And not to the surprise, I mean, as long as you're still technically getting light, fluffy snow coming down, you're still getting water of some sort, but it's frozen water. Yeah, so when the snow becomes like heavy, wet, yeah. And what do you think what happens when you cover your clothing or skin with snow? Eventually evaporates into water bits. So in like few seconds to few minutes over time, right guys? That should just be basic 101 science stuff. Like the whole volcano explosion, rupture, whatever. Well, but yes, a sunny day with the plants growing without rain kind of kills the crops quick. But luckily, we are coming in March, and as long as January and February are the frozen times where you get the most consistent amount of snow and wheat, and it definitely proved it to me this year by us gaining like not just 10, not 20, but about 30 to 40 centimeters, and almost reached 50 this year. And it stayed like that for over a full month again. And instead of normally having it melt after, say, not even the first or second day of March like it did last year, no, it didn't start melting until like what? Late February. It was like what? The 25th or 26th when it started to melt? And here it is, over a full week, maybe 2 weeks until it finally will start to do the work. But at least it can be confirmed that 2 weeks earlier, or 3 weeks earlier, yeah. I am predicting it will probably be around the second or third week for me. It will probably begin to melt for my area of the country, yeah. And then yeah, second or third week of March, and usually be like what, the first or second week, if we were getting like 6 more weeks of winter, yeah, for more snow to have, give or take, basically here, guys. But yeah, seriously, I now cannot wait for that to just directly mount. I've been waiting for this moment for a while, and the rain is indeed going to help. For sure. Like, not only are we pretty much getting the warmer temperatures reaching from 8 degrees to 14 degrees throughout next week, also followed by one or at least 2 of these days, probably one coming, I say probably about this week. It's probably Thursday or Friday, and the next will probably be like Monday or Tuesday, where we're finally gonna see some rain. But that could still change anytime. I mean, I'm only predicting around the 10-day for weather forecast thing here for my smartphone here, yeah. But otherwise, fundamentally, just in this case, it could basically randomly just end up changing afterwards over time, guys. It may not happen. Could be lower temperatures. It could be getting a tiny bit more snow. It's still possible. It can randomly happen. Do not want to take those risky chances. But yeah, instead of just telling me weather system, show me instead. Yeah, it's better to show than to tell. Actions speak louder than words, bro. Yeah, prove it to me by me seeing it. Yeah. Yeah. I'll prove it when I see it outside first of all. Because right now we still got a whole bucket of loads amount of snow. Almost everywhere you go. Yeah, like 360. Traveled to Halifax and they still got snow too. Yet. Yeah, like almost everywhere is like now, yeah. This is only like what, the second day of March, and I predict even the 9th there's still going to be at least 10 centimeters left. Due to the warmer temperatures, it doesn't matter if it's a sunny day or a cloudy day, it will still melt it quite a bit, almost rapidly, but the rain will almost instantaneously, depending on what it is. Light rain won't do much of an inch. Medium rain will get probably like half of it. We'll probably see half grass and half snow. A little bit of ice, possibly still, give or take, and a bit of muddy dirt. Muddy. And might get to see some fog. Gotta get all those hummingbirds somewhat all entirely ready too, guys. Most definitely, for sure, guys. And yeah, those spring hummingbirds. Chippity chip chip. I would love to see those flowers bloom again. Might as well mention that once again, yeah. But yes, definitely, we most certainly need a lot of rain this month in March. Yeah, like frozen times is like what, January and February for the most amount of snow, and then March is basically where the rain starts to come in directly for real, hitting a lot. And if it's like heavy rain, oh yeah, that will. Yeah, and if it stays for like 2 to 3 hours, it will almost right away melt the snow entirely. There might still be little snow piles left, but that's about that. Yeah, and even if it does like melt in like 2 weeks for me, so if we were predicting 2 weeks, it'd be the 16th of March for me of 2026. But the whole snow pile can still stay until like the beginning of April. I don't know. My predictions here. I'll be proven wrong probably, most likely, and then if it happens in like a week, for example, or if it happened, like, it may happen a little bit earlier than I basically predicted that upon, or it could happen like or it could happen like 1 or 2 weeks later than I thought it could have come up as, guys, right? Well, anyways, yeah, I'm just basically stalling too much time here. Again, feel free to like and subscribe if you guys want. Got some more gaming videos might come up. Also gonna continue to complete the serious quest. Get my 99 straight up wins. Technically, I'm basically the only one in my family that can actually complete the quest, since all my siblings, yeah, they all have way less, under 99. Like, a couple have like 60 and one has like 70. And here I'm the only one that's been, like, again, playing Brawl Stars for like, what, 7 years, guys? For real, yeah. So that means with a lot of time and grinding experiences over give or take, but I still got none of my brawlers to prestige level. Not even my favorite brawler, Leon, yet. I don't know. I've just been waiting precisely for the perfect timing of the moment to do so, anyways. I eventually will, but yeah, for now, just no, don't rush me on that, guys, here. Seriously, now. So yeah, instead of me doing like the 50 videos, 50-49, we're not doing it this way. No, guys, because realizing how much work it would have taken me to get through all the editing, yeah. And the serious brawler came out on the 26th. I was expecting it to be like, I don't know, 2 days earlier, like the 24th of February, like they kind of planned to mention that. But since it came out 2 days later, it was a lot less time than what I thought it would have been. So therefore, I couldn't have any time to really get on with the whole reaction and the whole pacing in my whole editing text to speech little thing for my videos. So that means getting through the 99 quest thing on March 1st and March 2nd would have been nearly impossible for me to get done. Maybe could have done 30 to 50? Yes. 100? Not likely so much. Or 99, yeah. So that's why I'll just take little mini screenshots. And spoiler alert for confirmation, I am most planning on getting the clip of the 99 screenshots. I'm taking it on, hopefully attending for that to be uploaded on another than March 6th. Because I know the Brawler thing will end probably by after the 5th of March, so the 6th is the perfect day to do so. And hopefully that will work well, much better than the previous idea that I had. And once again, I'll let you guys know if that works or not. You'll know for sure because if the day passes of March 6th, that means after March 7th, it may not, March 7th, it may not work very well at all, guys. So, yeah. But otherwise, might be playing some new game modes because I still expect it throughout March. I think we got like the Sands of Time, and then we got like the Fairies event for. So Sands of Time I think is coming back for Season 48's Brawl Pass, and I think the Fairy Fanes will be for Season 49, give or take, next month. You know it. In April, guys. In April's of time. Guys, yeah. And because of that, oh, by the way, we are most likely, so you know how it was very similar to the Sugar Rush event we had? Like that little button you tap, you hold on, and then you got like the 10-minute timer. That happened in like October while we were going up against a ton of Halloween bosses and whatever not. Yes, that was an epic time of the event for sure. Well, we're kind of getting a similar thing, not with the whole boss things. They might bring about 1 or 2 bosses, who knows? That could still potentially happen next month in April as well, guys, for the Brawl Stars next current events, and you know what? But, of course, guys, more precisely, yes, we should be expecting, on top of all things, the current other events, like like collecting gem events or coin of shower events. There'll be like a little mini button for that if you watch Brawl Talk and stuff. And I can't believe there'll be plenty of good skins
some are mid okay, and only maybe found 2 or 3 of the skins that might have been actually so significantly cool. It might have been, yeah, and that was from the Fairies event, guys. But oh yes, guys, love the new Buffies that came into the game. All new 18 of them. I could list them, but I probably won't. I think we got one for Leon, another one for BB, and that's about all I can think of. Maybe we got one for Bull. But yeah, they're out. You guys can see them for yourselves. I'm planning on doing the Buffy opening tomorrow. So because it's a second arcade thing. So the other ones I have is like the usual 2,000 bling, 1,000 coins. I can get my first one from the second arcade for free. First ones are usually free, but the other times it will be expensive. They'll be about the same. And if I did unlock 18 out of 18, I could probably get like the cosmetic bling, or yeah, like worth 10,000, like 10,000 bling for like a cosmetic Buffy. I don't know what they're called, but anyways, they're so good to have in the current game right now, Brawl Stars for sure. And honestly, I don't even know anytime soon if I'm getting back into into Squad Busters, guys, for 2026. That might still potentially come up. But if that so does happen, it may happen in like mid 2026 or late 2026 year for sure. Now I gotta go, guys. For real, you take care of you guys yourselves, and yeah, bravo, my brothers and sisters. Anyways, Christian signing off. Bye bye. And yes, I meant non related, not actually biological, yet goodbye.